Welcome to Bible Telling, Story of the Week. Well, we are continuing our way through the life of David. This week we learned how he got his wife. Well, at least his first wife. I'm going right over there. I'm going to tell you the story. After you listen to it, I'll come back and tell you a little bit more. Enjoy the story. After the death of Goliath, Saul's son Jonathan became close friends with David. The love between those two men was great. Jonathan gave him everything he needed to fight on the battlefield and everything he needed to work in the king's court. David became successful as the commander in Saul's army. One day, as Saul was leading his army back from the battlefield, the women came out singing and dancing. The song that they sang was, "Saul has killed his thousands. David has killed his tens of thousands." When Saul heard this, he said, "Listen to him. They're giving him more credit than me. What will they do next? Make him king?" From that day on, Saul became more and more jealous of David. The next day, the Lord allowed an evil spirit to come on Saul, and he acted crazy. Well, it was still David's job to play the harp whenever that mood hit the king. As David played, Saul thought to himself, "I can end this today, right here." When he saw his opportunity, he grabbed a spear and threw it at David. David ducked just in time and kept playing the harp. Saul waited, and when he saw his opportunity again, he grabbed another spear and threw it at David. Again, David ducked just in time. That's when Saul realized that the Spirit of the Lord had left him and now was on David. His anger turned to fear. Saul made David the commander over 1,000 men and sent him out to battle. He was successful at whatever campaign he led for the king. This made the people love him even more. And it made Saul even more afraid of him. Michal, the daughter of Saul, loved David. When Saul heard that, he got an idea. He called for some servants and said, "Go to David and tell him this. Say, the king really likes you. And he would even consider making you his son-in-law." Well, when David heard this, he said, "Oh, I'm not a rich man. I can't afford to give the king anything for his daughter." The king wouldn't want money in payment. No. He wants revenge on his enemies. He would give you his daughter in marriage if you could bring him proof that you have killed 100 Philistines. Oh, David liked these arrangements. He and his men went out and killed 200 Philistines and brought the king proof that they were dead. Now Saul had no choice but to give his daughter to David in marriage. But now he was even more convinced that David was his enemy. Still, the Lord gave him victory in every battle. David was more successful than all the other military officers. And his name became more and more famous. For more information on this story, go to our website, BibleTelling.org. There you'll see on the right-hand side a symbol which stands for the story of the week. Click on that. You have 3 choices. Third one over is Story Insights. Please click on that one and allow me to tell you a little bit more about this story. And then come back next week when we continue on with the life of David on Bible Telling, Story of the Week. Come back next week.